What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Pleeka. I'm Jerome. Today we're talking about Monarch Legacy of Monsters. After the world-shattering revelation that monsters are real, two siblings follow in their father's footsteps to uncover their family's connection to the secret organization known as Monarch. So this is a new Apple show starring Kurt Russell, Wyatt Russell, Anders Holm, the list goes on, created by Chris Black and Matt Fraction. So this show is set right after the first Godzilla movie, in between Godzilla King of Monsters, and it's pretty fun how they kind of travel through this show, how they use Hollow Earth to kind of time travel-ish in a way through all of the monster universe. That was very unique, and I kind of makes me wonder if any of these characters are going to show up in Godzilla x Kong. That could be pretty neat. They don't really need to. The show, that's the kind of fun thing about this, is it's a really good universe show where it's in the King Kong and Godzilla universe, and it does have those characters in it with some new characters, but it doesn't really affect things too much. It just kind of adds a little bit, which is really good. It's way better than what Marvel's been doing with their universe shows. This show, it's like perfect little mini Godzilla movies, kind of, where you actually get into the human stories, and you're seeing them, it goes through I think it's 4 different timelines through this family, and it's all connected, and then in between you get oh, this is Godzilla from the Godzilla 2015 movie, or 2014, whenever it was. Now this is a little bit after that. Oh, this is when we first nuked him. You get to see all these little bits of Godzilla, so it's you get a fun little story, and then, oh, here's a cool little 2-minute Godzilla scene. Now we're continuing on with the story. And some people might not be into that, but I thought that was pretty fun. I thought every time Godzilla came, I was like, fuck yeah. And then I went back to the humans, and I'm like, okay, what's going on with Kurt Russell and his son? It's, it is his son, but not his son in the show, Wyatt Russell. What's going on with them? How is everybody gonna reconnect? And the fun kind of thing, too, is, we know Anders Holm plays the young Bill Randa, who we know is the young John Goodman. So it was kind of fun seeing him slowly go into his Skull Island character, and then even the ending, spoilers, were, right there on Skull Island. It was pretty neat how they did that. I do wish we got a little bit more Anders Holm. I love him for Workaholics and the This Is Important podcast. But I love Wyatt Russell. I love Kurt Russell. The new people, the kids in the show, the brother and sister, Kate Kentaro and May, at first they were my least favorite storyline, but I slowly grew to like them a lot more, especially when they got involved with Kurt Russell and all that. That definitely helped. But it was a big surprise that by the end of the show, I really liked everybody in it. I love their dad, I love their grandma. Really fun how they tied all that shit in together. Some really fun stuff they got to do with Wyatt Russell transitioning into Kurt Russell. They did a lot of scenes like that you could really only do with a show like this, having a father and son actor duo. That was pretty fun. I liked a lot of that stuff. Now, there was a couple episodes that were a little stale. So there were 10 episodes, probably episodes 6 and 7 were a little stale, and it was kind of where is this going? And then I didn't lose interest, but I was kind of whatever, I'll watch the next episode. It got through that dip very quickly, and I was back on board. Overall, it was really fun. If you haven't checked it out, it's on Apple. Apple's been doing really good with their shows lately. I really hope this gets a season 2. You could perfectly do from the end of this with King Kong showing up and banging on his chest, the way they used Hollow Earth to kind of, Wyatt Russell missed out time of his life and then became old Kurt Russell. The same with their grandmother. She fell down there, and she was stuck there. She lost years of her life, more than Wyatt Russell. I loved that little bit of using Hollow Earth. That was really cool. It just makes me really curious if they're going to use that time travel bit to do things in Godzilla x Kong. I don't know what they would use that for, but I can totally see them doing it. For season 2 of the show, this ends with them on Skull Island 2 years later, which I believe is when Kong Skull Island came out. So we could see some more characters from Skull Island show up too next season, which would be fun. Even if we don't, I'm cool with just what we got. I'm cool just seeing these characters continue. Get to see Anders Holm turn into John Goodman, which it might majority be John Goodman. I get that was I think if I had any disappointments in the show, it was that we didn't have enough John Goodman. I believe he's just in the first episode, if any. There's that videotape of him in the finale, but not much other than that. But yeah, that was really fun. All the Titan fights were really cool. I liked the Ice Titan we got. Godzilla fought a giant pterodactyl kind of thing in the last episode. Can't really think of any other Titans, to be honest, but way more than I thought there would be. It's so much more Godzilla than I thought there would be. Even the King Kong at the end, and they all look great. They look really good. This is a very good looking show. So as of now, I don't think there's really any much of an update on season 2. I personally would really like a season 2. I would totally watch this. I think this would be a fun thing to kind of keep us going in between these monster movies. But also, if this is all they got, if this is the only thing they do, I'm happy with it as well. But alright, that's gonna do it for this little quick review. I really dug the show. If you haven't watched it, I highly recommend it. If you've seen any of these Godzilla, King Kong movies and you enjoy those, you'll probably love this show too. I mean, come on, it's got Kurt Russell in it. How could you not like it? But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Comment down below your thoughts on Monarch Legacy of Monsters down below, and we'll catch you guys next time.